right? So we see the diagnosis for autism typically happening in that 18 months to 3 years of age. So 1.5 to 3 years is when that autism diagnosis is usually happening. Usually. Like I said, there's usually issues with social skills, verbal and nonverbal communication. They may have repetitive behaviors and routines. There may be other symptoms. Sometimes they can be agitated or disrupted by too much stimulation. Other times they need more stimulation. So sometimes there's too much bright lights and noise. Sometimes there's not enough lights. We want to give them a stimulating environment, right? So I've had the non-Mosby's rigid box. Every client
Jaden's
that I've dealt
family,
with
Dar
with autism
Hardin's
spectrum
family.
disorder has been incredibly
Hindi ako
unique.
makapasok doon sa kabila,
Their
kaya
needs, their abilities,
gumawa na lang ng isa. Panimba ko.
so unique.
Let's eat
How
breakfast.
smart they are in different ways than we are. Incredible. Incredible. My one client, for example, at 6 years old, lots of understanding emotions and stuff like that. Like I said, where we work on appropriate generic behaviors to be in public and things like that, right? Learning about not interrupting people, things like that. But this individual also, I'll say, oh, I love the color blue. And she'll stop dead in her tracks and say, well, no, Allie, you told me before that your favorite color is green. When did I say that? Last summer, you told me that your favorite color was green. Well, I also enjoy blue. Meanwhile, the child, can you wait 1 second and I'll finish what I'm saying? So you'd be surprised at how smart your clients are. Just because someone has a cognitive or physical impairment, do not assume that they are stupid. Never. We're helping them to be as independent as possible, but wow, some of your clients with cognitive issues, right? Some cognitive impairments, some physical impairments, some of them are incredibly smart. Like we're talking like a million times smarter than myself. Boom. Can remember the lyrics to a song she heard one time on the radio last year. But can't communicate emotions properly. Can't manage emotions properly, for instance. Right? So, but Mosby, like always, again, I talk to them blue in the face. Mosby puts everything in nice boxes, but when you're actually working, your clients are going to be stronger at this and weaker at this. And then this client is going to, wow, over here, they really are excelling and they need more help here. So just have that in your mind for your real life practice, that the uniqueness of your clients is incredible. Physical capabilities, emotional capabilities, intellectual capabilities, right? Just like us in class, we're a whole hodgepodge of all this stuff. Your clients are going to be as well, okay, in real life. Ultimately, when we are caring for clients with developmental disorders and disabilities, they usually have complex care needs, which might not be evident just looking straight, using my blinders. There might be other things, those complex needs might be a little bit more hidden or something like that. Ultimately, I'm going to be using that care plan, right? I want to follow that care plan because with these clients, right, routine is good, that expectation is good, right? I know what to expect and all of those things. So that care plan, that's letting you stay on point, stay on routine, do the things that the client's expecting in the way that they want, that works for them, what their equipment, right? Consider them, though, a human being.
Kumusta,
before
Joy?
their disability.
Mamaya pa ako mag-biking langga.
Alterability.
Sir Mark, thank you sa kamsa.
Right.
Eskwela na po.
Consider them whole before I think
breakfast
about
their
different ability, okay, or their disorder. Ultimately, we have the same rights, right? We have the same needs. Maslow's, right? We want safety. We want to trust the people that are caring for us. We don't want to be isolated. All those kind of things.
Mirasol Pareno.
We
Parenyo.
want
Hello
to
sis.
promote
Napadaan lang. Thank
dignity,
you. Thank you sa pagdaan.
independence,
Ito,
preference,
busy-busy sa pag-eskwela sis.
privacy,
Thank you.
and safety. Just because my client is in a wheelchair,
masyadong
just because
active
my
sa
client has
YT.
cognitive impairment doesn't give me the right to do
Kain
hair
tayo.
care in public.
Ng oatmeal.
They still have a right to privacy, right? They still have a right to dignity. Okay? All right. Do you guys have any
Makikinig sa teacher.
questions for me before we move into the group work time today? I'm just looking for another book here before.
Kumusta sis Mirasol?
Okay, then. We will have group work time before lunch. Okay? Group work time is before lunch. There will be some independent study time later this afternoon. Okay? So we're going to segue into group work time. I am here, so you can invite me to your group if you need to. Can give you some feedbacks and give you some reminders about relating your document back to your tasks. Make sure that you're relating it to your developmental tasks of the group. But I'm here if you need. We're going to go from group work into lunch, and we will return at 1 p.m. for attendance. Okay? Okay.
Sige, Alison.
Very good. We'll be having the group presentations will be
Ako
tomorrow
rin
afternoon.
dili active sa
Okay.
hindi ako masyadong active this time sa
I know you all know that
YouTube
already.
channel
So
kasi nga
say every
nagtatrabaho
day
at
with the
nag-aaral full time.
but, yeah. Okay. All right.
Kayo
Group work.
habang Sige, good night kasi alas 11 na ng gabi dyan. Salamat. Mag-group work daw kami.
Wait, before you leave, you want to see what I made? A few people left. I'll take a picture and share it. It's okay. This is the textbook that I got published in, my old job, neonatal simulation, and I got to help write all the recipes and create the moulage. So I write you semi-plastic stuff that I made, the stuff. So I actually made one of those Myomo seals. It was one of my projects. Hold on, I'm finding my picture. Where are you? Americans and Fasteners.
Oh my
Where's
God.
the last chapter? In situ.
Alison.
Elliot Nelson Publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have, there's a couple of books that my son has his own drawings and ECE books.
So excited. I will.
Join tayo sa meeting natin. Hello, Siobhan. How are you? Good morning.
Hi, Evelyn. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
It's good.
Nastaran and Charles are not yet here.
Not yet.
So, how was our project? What can I help on our project? I don't know how to do it though.
Mm-hmm. See about the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Charles. Good
Good
morning. Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, Sir Mark.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay.
Nakikipag-meeting, at saka
Yeah,
nag-live
I was
stream din.
having a look at what we, if that's what I got access to. I was thinking with what we, um, so can any of you pull out the work and let's see? I was doing some work yesterday. Um,
Are you sharing that, Siobhan? Or
Yeah,
Charles? Okay,
we share
that's
the
beautiful.
Yeah.
can you see me? I'm trying to share my screen.
Are you sharing the slide on Charles?
Nastaran is still in the main room.
I called her 3 times.
Oh, okay. What was for breakfast today,
I
Siobhan?
don't know what I think, what is on my screen. I don't know why it's not coming.
Oh, my story again.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Hi,
Are you
Nastaran.
guys able to see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, perfect.
Alison was showing something. That's why I couldn't come.
Yeah, that was the book, right? That they published.
Right?
Alison, yeah, there was a publisher, a publisher of a book for physician, and the part of the spinal problem. What was the name? He, she had a project, and she made that poster and picture and everything. They used that picture on that book. She's showing us that part. It was so cool.
Okay, yeah. Can you see my screen?
I cannot see your screen, but they can see mine.
I see 1 year old here.
Yeah, so that's mine. So that's the presentation slide so far.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do?
So
Present.
those are all the slides at the bottom. Do you guys see all those slides at the bottom?
Joy, kumakain ako ng oatmeal. Nilagyan ko ng blueberry, strawberry, and also banana para may matamis-tamis siya. Yun ang breakfast ko and then coffee.
And then this is my name. Do you like my I edit them yesterday.
This one is yours, right, Nastaran?
Which one? Show me.
The one I just clicked on.
Yeah.
I don't, I suppose.
You don't see it yet? Maybe it's covered.
It's on slide 6.
Yeah.
This is one.
Yeah.
That's cool,
It's
huh?
beautiful. It's cool.
Okay. Nice, great. I'm glad to hear that. I said, I don't know
Ganito
how to
lang ang
start
breakfast
them, how to
namin. Dito sa
explain them,
nasanay
how to, like,
nasanay na
So,
ako
okay,
join
so for this,
bread lang
we have to
usahay or
explain
oatmeal lang and then
how
coffee, that's it.
this
Ready to
helps
go.
the toddlers in their development.
So when I'm showing that, when I show how it works, and, so the concept here is the movement. When you move these hands by yourself, I don't know if you can see or not,
Mm-hmm.
but if you see the movement, it helps me that, oh, so the movement is they see in the movie and the cartoon or anything.
Mamaya pa ako mamaya pa akong hapon mag-biking after ng klase ko, Joy.
It's related to the real.
Kasi ngayon hanggang alas 3 pa yung klase ko ngayon eh.
That it's something.
Gumagawa kami ngayon ng project, na group meeting
if you pull
kami.
these things happen. So it can help them to kind of recognize the reality. I think. Unless it can make it from the beginning, they see that how things start to build up and it's you that you make it.
Okay, so help them with their motor skill, like their movements, like
Salamat,
their hands
Joy.
and stuff.
And understanding of
Salamat sa
a
pagtambay,
little
Joy.
bit of reality that they are making, because everything happens around them, they think that they are vegan. And then when they see that, they believe that, oh, there's something behind it. Yeah, it's me. That's why sometimes it's dangerous when they think that everything happening around them, they are part of it. If the person in their family gets sick, they feel responsible for that. They say, oh, I did something. That's why we have to make passion with them and say, oh, it's not your fault, you're okay. Mom is
For
just.
toddlers, those Nastaran,
I read in the what they call it.
Mosby,
Not one.
as long as it's time for toddlers.
It was for classes.
Okay.
If you find it again and put the link there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I don't know how to find it now.
And what is the age group for that toy?
Oh, may premiere si Jepoy. Sige, tutuan ko na ako niya. Alas 11 pa man diyahan ko.
2 years.
Oh, hapit na.
2 years old.
And the next one.
And this one, the fabric one, I think is for 1 year too, because they can. And then there is number 2 in it. They know 2 now. They know the function of numbers somehow. Because you teach them 1, 2, 3. You know that they are 2. They are very sensitive to number 2. So if you just show them the layer, and then when they to the number, when they catch the number 3 or 2, they are 2. It's top 2. And then I make full here. And because they start to do the buttons too. They start to work. They are working on their button on their clothes. So they can practice the button.
So it will help them practice together.
Nastaran, is it a big button?
And they are big.
Yeah, okay. So it's not a choking hazard.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the holes is not too small or not too big, and they can work with a fine motor on their finger and start to push through the string to the holes. And they learn very soft skills, very fine skills. And they can
Thank you,
do this-
Bossing Bur PH. Thank you, Sir Mark.
They enjoy to do that.
Sorry. Thank
They
you, Sir
like to
Mark.
do things that way.
Okay, so for that one, their development skill is helping them to get dressed, their fine motor, and what else?
And then recognize the texture of the different material. They feel
Perfect.
Hello daw ulit, Sir Mark.
At
Sabi
least you
ni
answered my
Bossing Sir
questions just in
BFPH.
case Allison asks them, right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I would suggest, Nastaran, that on your numbers, on that, would you mind to show us the fabric, please? That one. Yeah. There is number 1, right? And number 2 and numbers. Up to what number it is?
I just put randomly 2 numbers there.
Okay.
I don't everything just 2 here sometimes, and then they search for
Oh, so they are going to search for the number 2.
just 3 because the tree is kind of round. They learn how to they see the shape of.
Salamat kaayo, Sir
circle.
Mark.
I mean,
Good night,
they
good night.
They can make circle. So everything around the
Salamat,
circle,
Bossing Bur
the
PH.
circle of the shape helps them to feel it, look at like they can in their vision, and they can feel it at the same time, and then compare there, and hold there, everything is there. They learn
Yeah. That's just right. You teach them color too, right? That's gold, that's red.
right. And the eyes of these puppets are very big and round. They can, it can attract their attention to the circle because they say, oh, there is eyes here, and then they see and they feel. In every of these tools, there is sensory development. They touch and they see. So both of them are helping them for movement, sensority, and feeling. They can improve these 3 senses.
Okay.
And this is I put the manual there. So if the parents, if they read it out, easy, just take a white printer paper and follow the manual and just make it.
And how much is the cost for that?
Because there is this one too, the record one, so you can record it. And I said maybe 5 each. This is $5, 5, and 5. So it's gonna be $20 for everything.
Okay.
Maybe we're going to put it in one package, and then we'll just say that, in one package, all in one. 3 or how many toys do we got there in a package? You got 4?
4, yeah. One is the book.
Yeah.
One 4 there. You can record your sound, voice, and everything.
Uh-huh.
They can use it easily. And these toys, they can play like, I don't know what they call it. They call yo-yo this, I don't know in English. Kind of stretchy. And at the same time, they can round this. And puppets. There is 3 puppets family.
So we can put in one package 4 in 1.
Include the manual. And there is a bonus here. There is bonus.
4 in 1 plus 1.
So you can play with them like you put picture there, and then you just tell them count 1, 2, 3, and show the dog picture or cat.
I think that one would be applicable for the 3-year-old, Nestora. That's good.
And there is more stuff I put in there. You saw those pads I made. I tried
Shout out
for
Abdul
my
Kashim, Muhammad Rasul, Abdul Kashim from Bulut's team. Thank you so much for coming.
can work on that
Burpee H, thank you.
production too.
Joy, thank you.
So what do you think? How can I present now?
It's you who will present that, Nasran, right?
Right.
You're going to
right.
explain it to. Okay, perfect.
Did you like my presentation to you now? I can change it anything or I can do the same to the group. I mean, did you get the point or did I mention the points of the story? And I can explain.
Yeah, I think it's fine. You just have to remember to bring it back to the development part.
And I show you how you make it. You just grab one piece of paper, you make a point like this, and then when you make it, you have to make a place hand, which is here and there. So you cut here, this part, cut this part, then you have this, and after you grab another paper,
Nastaran, where did you learn that one? If you don't mind me asking.
Everybody, I think, did that for kids.
Oh yeah? Oh.
For whom I learned, I don't know, but I did that.
I can find it in YouTube.
I don't know, I didn't check. I couldn't find.
That's a puppet, eh? That's beautiful.
You just think and from the bottom of the doll, you go inside and pull from this hole. There you have so good.
I see it in your eyes. You take my heart.
In here with the showing stuff.
The Zoom na room Ahmadi Ahmad
Yeah, then I can
from
explain that. Okay,
Bulutski,
after
Nur
you done
Salim.
this,
Thank you for coming.
you can draw the eyes. You can see you are circling the eyes. You see, okay, this is eyes, and then nose. And you just go through all the things that human has, like eyelash, I know, like mouth, and you can participate and practice this body. And after, even you can make hair for it, set hair, cut part like that, and this should be their hair. Like finger, by cutting this in. All these things you just explain to him, and he will see. And so we can make human actually. And it moves. Quite cool.
As long as we are going to bring it back to the learning and also the how it helps the child development, that would be perfect.
By circling, I'm going to mention that they will learn how to circle and
So writing, they will learn how to start writing,
Yeah,
how
write.
to make shapes.
scribbling,
Yeah.
scribbling.
And then they can do the, I don't know what they say now. What is the word? there was in the book. They can do this movement. Forget that.
What movement?
What
is
movement,
that?
Nastaran?
Is that your two? Let me see if it's on your 2-year-old slide. Let me see. Between eyelids.
Okay. See. Uh, a stripe? No. Something like a stripe, but the name is different.
Maybe you're thinking of scribbling.
It's scribbling, yes.
Privilege. Okay.
Because they can do a scribbling, and then I let them know to scribble the body. So I said, okay, do this, and they start to use their skills to paint or to scribble the body.
That is hand and eye coordination.
Eye coordination, yes. To do hand-eye coordination, I have to write these things.
Let's see in your eyes. You take my hand and I understand your mind.
What was the circle?
Shapes.
Okay, so what we do in coordination,
They make learn to make shapes.
we learn to make shapes. And what else? And this one, they learn different texture, they feel. They feel different. And they can put the buttons through the hole, so they're learning they work by fine motors.
Fine motor skill.
Fine motor skills.
Hold on, Nastaran. I will check my materials here if it will correlate with your activity.
Because I'm going to show the book first. Let me know what should I.
So start with the 1-year-old first.
Okay, this is 1 year book. What they learn in here, let me just explain.
Mm-hmm.
So this is about their visual, because they see the shapes. Visual skill, right? Visual skill. And then sensory skills, because of touching, right? Putting button in the hole.
Mm-hmm. So that's a what is it called? Cognitive skills, because they're identifying that the button going to the right place. Like they close. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like, by recognizing through what they get.
They're learning numbers.
They this done, then 2 years old we said already, right? 2 years old. By making these puppets, what they learn. What part of cognition is involved making things? Cognition would be their
They're learning to identify with, as you said, real things, right? Not
Yeah.
imaginary.
so by giving this reality. And, so by building this, they learn about reality and how it works. And then they can practice their what was that word again, Kalen? Which chapter is it, guys? The kids, we are working with chapter.
Is it 18?
Okay, so they can by scribbling. By scribbling, they're using fingers, and it will help them with fine motor skills.
Yeah.
By scribbling their fingers. And it helps with the fine motor skills.
Them making the circle and the lines that help them with their movement and their physical development.
Okay, so then that helps the movement and development.
And physical development.
Physical development. Great. And then actually now you said physical, it can help them with physical activity too. Said baby say like for the doll says up, up, down. They can say up and down.
Okay guys, mag-end
They can
muna
learn
ako kasi I
more,
need to
and even they
use
can
the
do up and
camera
down.
for my ano. And then I will just be back. Thank you guys.
Good. And what else you can